Hi for everyone, welcome to Dharyaveda. In this video, today we are going to discuss about the drug called Palasha. So let us study what is Palasha. So first one, basonym. What is the basonym? Prashasthani Palashanyasyaha. The one which is having the Prashastha Palashas. Palasha is nothing but the tender leaves or the leaves. The one which is having the auspicious leaves is nothing but the Palasha plant, and also bears the characteristic leaves, that peculiar characteristical leaves the plant is bearing, that plant is called as a Palasha. So what is the botanical name of the Palasha? Butea monosperma. So what is Butea monosperma? Monosperma, here mono is the single, sperma is the seed. The plant which bears the single seeded fruit is nothing but the Butea monosperma. Belongs to the family Fabaceae. And vernacular names, the original names, what and all. In Kannada, we will call it as a muttugada mara. In English, forest fire. Why it is called as a forest fire? It has a red color flowers which looks like a fire when we see from the distance. That's why it is called as a forest fire. It grows in the forest and look like the flowers looks like a fire from the distance. That's why it is called as a forest fire. And in Hindi, it is called as a palas. And the synonyms, what are the synonyms the Palasha plant is possessing and why that is called as so? We'll see it now. Based on the habitat, the place where it grows, it has a synonym like Vanaprastha. Vanaprastha is nothing but the Vane Prasto Vaasaa Asyaha. The one who, not only the plant, not only the animal, one who reside in a forest are nothing but that process is called as a Vanaprastha. Usually we have that Vanaprastha, the person or the human being has to undergo at his old age. So Vanaprastha Palasha grows in the forest, that's why it is called as a Vanaprastha. Leaves, based on the leaves, it has Tripatra, Kharaparna is the synonyms what it has based on the leaves. Why it is called as a Tripatra? Trini Patrakanya Asyaha Parne. The Palasha has 3 leaflets, that's why it is called as a Tripatra. And Kharaparna, leaves parusham parnamasyaha. Leaves have a rough surface, that is why it is called as a kharaparna. Khara is nothing but the rough, parna is a leaf, the surface of the leaf is rough, that's why it is called as a kharaparna. And based on the flowers, rakta pushpaka, vakra pushpaka and kimshuka. Why it is called rakta pushpaka? As we already seen, that is a forest fire. There has the Raktani Pushpanya Asyaha. Flowers of the Palasha red in color, that's why it is called as a Rakta Pushpaka. And Vakra Pushpaka, Vakram Pushpam Asyaha. The flowers are curved, that's why it is called as a Vakra Pushpaka. Kimshuka, why it is called as Kimshuka? Shukatunda Sadrusha Pushpatvat. The Kimshuka is nothing but the parrot. So parrot, the resembles the flower color resembles the, or the flower shape resembles the beak of the parrot, that's why it is called as a Kimshuka. And seeds, Bija Sneha. Based on the seeds, we have a Bija Sneha. Bija is the useful part of the Palasha. Also the Patra also we will use. Also stem bark. And why it is called as Bija Sneha? The seed contain oil in it. That's why it is called as a Bija Sneha. Based on a property and action, it has the synonyms like Kshara Shresta, Krimighna, Vatahara. So why it is called as Kshara Shresta? Because Kshara Vrukshesha Shrestaha. Palasha is the one which is the best alkali yielding plant, that is why it is called as a Kshara Shresta. And Krimighna, the main action of a Palasha is the Krimihna, Kandugna and Kushtagna, that's why it is called as Krimihna. Vatahara, it pacifies the Vata, that's why it is called as a Vatahara. And what is the morphology of the Palasha plant? Swarupa is the habit is then vruksha, and leaves are trifoliate compound leaf, that's why it is called as a tripatra. And inflorescence is resin kind of inflorescence. Flowers are red color, that's why it is called as a Rakta Pushpaka or forest fire. And fruit is a pod having a single seed, monosperm. And seeds are in the kidney shape, and that is the useful part. And habitat where it grows all over India. Usually in the forest we will see this plant, that's why it is called as a Vanaprastha. And useful parts are a bija, and phytochemicals are phallosonin, stable oil, aluritic acid, which mainly acts as a krimihna, that is antifungal, anti-helminthic or antimicrobial, antibacterial, that's why it is called as a krimighna, best krimighna has oil. And next comes rasa panchaka. What are the rasa panchaka of a Palasha plant? Rasa is tikta kashaya katu rasa, guna is lagu and snigdha guna, vipaka is katu and vushna virya, doshagnayata is vata kapha shamaka. And karma and rogagnata. Mainly it is a krimighna, so acts on the krimi rogas. Bhagna sandhanaka, so we will indicate in a asti bhagna condition. Arshogna, so it will indicate in a arsha, that is a piles. Then amayukka prayoga. How we will use this palasha in a different condition, in a different way is, as the main function of the palasha is krimighna, so krimihara, so we will usually give it in a krimi rogas. How we will give? The swaras of a palasha is taken along with the that's paste or juice of a palasha seed, that's the particularly seed we need to use is taken with the rice water. Tandulodaka will cast the krimi roga. If a patient is complaining of, usually we cosmetologically when we use it, palasha patra lepa will usually tell for a patient. Also in case of a krimi roga, we can administer swaras of a palasha patra or a seed with takra also we can give. And when it comes to the daha, in any kind of a krimi roga, that is there is daha, in any kind of a wound there is a daha, so then we can administer tender leaves. The palasha of palashas, nothing but a tender leaves of a palasha and nimba. We need to make a paste and we need to apply over the place where the daha is there, that will subside the daha. And what is the matra of this palasha? Bija churna if we are administering 1 to 8 gram, kvata 50 to 100 ml, swarasa 10 to 20 ml, general matra we can administer. Vishishta yoga are mainly krimighna action, that is palasha bijadi churna, krimimudga rasa, krimihara rasa, krimighna rasa, and krimihanti vatika, haridra kanda also we will add this. All these are meant for a krimi only. So this is mainly based on a main drug indicated in any kind